What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 64. In the last part, we conquered Tall Mountain and all of its shroomy coins and secrets and stars. And this part today, we are going to finish area number 3 with the last remaining world that we have in here, which is behind this 0-star door. We've already been in here, just on accident, because I wanted to go to Snowman's Land and I picked the wrong door. But this is course number 13, and as you might already know, there are two variants to jump into, and one is big, one is very small. And that is actually already the feature that this world has. We always jump into the small one though. This world is called Tiny Huge Island. Pluck the piranha flower. And the feature of this world is as follows. We have a very small island. Ugh, go away. This one. Can I actually get up there? With a triple jump maybe? There's a glitchy way to get up there. Ugh. Yeah, you can, okay. As you might, maybe you already noticed, I feel a lot better today, so recording is back to normal. But yes, this is the entire level. Tiny Huge Island in the small version. But for this first star, we have to go into a pipe that's down there, one, and up there as well. And when you do that, you get teleported into the big version of the level. And we're actually already in the perfect spot because we need to kill 5 piranha plants. This level is still very much affected by the texture pack. I'm actually kind of surprised. I really thought it was going to get a lot worse. I mean, some textures are the old ones, like the wall and everything, but the piranha plants and the grass and everything, those are the texture pack working, and I think it just looks a lot prettier than the original game still. So I'm very excited to go through this world, even though it's my least favorite one from the upstairs, but you know, I'm always excited to go through a world when it's in the Let's Play. And we are going to hit the 100 star mark today. Yay! After a lot of work, it's finally gonna pay off. Yeah, we're in part 14, I think, at this point, and we are almost already at 100 stars, so not too much longer to go in this Let's Play. But that's what I kind of figured. The game isn't super long, and if you know what you're doing, just like me, you can beat this game very quickly. But let's not talk about that right now, let's talk about this world. Why is it my least favorite? Well, for a couple of reasons. The tip top of the huge island is, by the way, in the big one, but before we get there, we want to go to the small one so you can climb this easier. Okay, that was a weird glitch. But, well, technically, the only reason I don't like this world is because it's very evil when it comes to speedrunning. And I do speedrun this game, or at least casually. I mean, I played through it in 2 hours and, what was it? 36, I think? So a little more than 1 hour off of the world record, and I did it on emulator and on the. I actually did it on the Japanese version. I'm not too sure, but I think I did. But this level is actually very evil because there's a lot of risky stars here that you have to do fast. So yeah, it can be very difficult. But to get this second star, all you have to do is climb up to the very top and go through this pipe right here, and then you will be up here. But watch out for the balls that come out of this hole right there. If you think this is an entry point to something, no, you're wrong. This is just where the same balls that were in Bob-omb Battlefield come out of. Also, a little interesting trivia fact for Mario 64 nerds. This row of coins right here is only 4, but generally there's only rows of 5 coins. There isn't a row of 4 coins in the game. Not even anywhere in the files. It just doesn't exist. The 4th coin is somewhere. I think you can actually see it if you go into this corner and go into this perspective. Somewhere inside of the level, the 5th coin is inside of the wall and it is unobtainable. I'm not quite sure where it is. I think you can spot it somewhere. I'm trying to find it right now. I genuinely don't know where it is. That's a little annoying because I did want to show you guys, but it's somewhere inside of the level. And that's why there's only 4 coins here in this row. Interesting trivia fact. I'm sure all of you guys have already seen Pan and Coe's video about this if you're watching this Let's Play, but you know. Be aware of the giant Goombas and the, what's your name? Chuck. Ugh! No. You asshole. Yeah, be aware of them for that reason. But if you're skillful enough, you can triple jump yourself back up right here. And up here as well. There you go. It's not as easy as I just made it look. But yeah, that's also a reason why I don't enjoy this level. It's pretty difficult to climb this huge ass mountain when you're in the big version. The star is just inside of the box right here. If you're in the tiny version, of course, it's very, very easy to get up on top of this mountain. But if you're in the giant one, not so much. Not so much, unless you know where you can triple jump or like just jump kick up. That was star number 2. We always go into the small one. For the sake of the Let's Play, I might also go into the big one for once, but this star right here, still in the small one. Rematch with Koopa the Quick. We're gonna meet an old friend that we haven't seen since part 1. Koopa the Quick is in this level, and you may have already spotted him, because he is actually in the tiny island as well. It's him right here. This is Koopa the Quick. It may not look like him, but he is. So if you go into the big island, just like as always, there's only like 1 or 2 stars that you have to go into the small island for. Also, a little pro tip that we're gonna need for the 100 coin star here. If you ground pound a giant Goomba, he's gonna spit out a blue coin instead of a yellow one. I know, stupid, but it works that way. And there you go, now you see the row of 4 coins that I mentioned before. But yeah, Koopa the Quick is here. Maybe get rid of the Goombas before I talk to him. Ugh. There you go, that's the difference between jumping on a Goomba and ground pounding a Goomba. Before we talk to him though, let's read that sign right here. Hello? I'll be back soon. I'm out training now, so come back later. Koopa the Quick. Oh, okay. That sign is written by him. I never read that sign before. I think that's supposed to give you a hint where he is, if you don't know where he is in the previous star. But yeah, he's right here, and he wants to rematch with Mario. Long time no see. Wow, have you gotten fast? Have you been training on the sly, or is it the power of the stars? I've been feeling down about losing the last race. This is my home course. How about a rematch? Oh, you live here? It's a fucking shitty asshole. The goal is in Windswept Valley. Ready? Okay, an area we haven't visited yet, but what you have to do is just run to the left. I'm gonna show you guys the way in case you don't know it. You have to follow these balls right here and run down this area, but don't get hit by the balls. They can easily knock you off the course, and be aware of the bridge right here because there is wind trying to blow you off as well. But if you get to this point, the flag will be right here. He is a lot faster this time than in the other one, but still, it's a short race and you shouldn't have any problems with beating him. No way, you beat me again! And I just spent my entire savings on these new Koopa Mach 1 sprint shoes. Here, I guess I have to hand over the star to the winner of the race. Congrats, Mario. So did we just like kill his mentality? Because he said he was down after losing and we just kicked his ass again. So like, are you depressed now? Can you talk to him again? I always wondered. No, okay. You can only talk to him if you beat the race and then not anymore. That was star number 3 of Tiny Huge Island. But yeah, we are getting close to the end, guys. Actually, for this star, I'm going to hop... Wait, which one is the next one? It doesn't matter. I can improvise. I'm gonna hop into the giant painting for once. Which one is it? 5 itty bitty secrets. Okay, I picked the wrong one. Because we have to be in the tiny world for this one. But, you know, I can just go into the pipe. One thing I did want to show you, guys, is... if you are in the huge world and jump into this pool of water down here, this giant fish will be here. I don't know his name, but you should be very wary of him, because if you get too close to him... I'm actually gonna try to get that one up without dying. If you get too close to him, he will become sentient, I guess, and try to eat Mario whole, and you shouldn't do that because you instantly die. It's just like the New Super Mario Bros. Games where there's a giant purple Jeep that wants to eat you. This is kind of like his equivalent, but in the 3D games. Also, down here you can actually go through the hole this time, because you're not too big for it anymore. And down here there will be a Lakitu, a Fly Guy, and also a Koopa. So you definitely want to come here when doing the 100 coin challenge. There's a lot of coins down here. And you can also get a Koopa shell here, which is gonna make my life a lot easier. Did he just die because he fell in the water? I don't understand Koopas. which is gonna make my life a lot easier because I can just go over here and yeah, that was my plan. I didn't want to go to the pipe to go into the small one. No, 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 no. I wanted to die so I can re-enter the world. That's why I picked up the 1-up. Yeah, right. Anyway. What the fuck? I've never punched a tiny Goomba before. I didn't know they were flying that far away. Okay, that's funny. Well, what we have to do in this mission is find 5 secrets. But this time they're not tied to coins or boxes or whatever. Can I do that again? No, fuck. Can I punch you? No, I missed. That looks so silly. Okay, that's funny. That's a new Mario 64 trivia fact that I didn't know about. Also, there's tiny little marbles here. But the 5 itty bitty secrets have to do with, come on, holes. There are 5 tiny holes on this tiny version of the level, and you have to find and touch all of them. I obviously know where they are. The first one was over there, the second one is right here. That entrance right here is going to become a big thing in the 100 coin mission that we're going to do next, I think. Then the third hole is right here. And this tiny little walkway here that you can actually go through in the huge world. The fourth hole, and this is the one that I always forget about, or always used to forget about. This is where the cannon is in the big version of the level. That's where hole number 4 is. And the 5th hole is... No, don't fall. Fuck. Ouch. Why are you even here, that fucking burning thing? That's not here in the giant world, is it? The 5th hole is at the very top of the level. So you have to maneuver very carefully over this wooden plank right here, because you can fall off or slip very easily. Okay, thank you. And get up here, and there you go. Hole number 5. Now there is a fast speedrun way to get to the star by just sliding down this hill and jumping, and you get a lot of momentum when sliding, so you can easily reach the star. Not easily, it's actually kind of hard, but you can reach the star by sliding and jumping. But the intended way to do it is go down here and find this little hidden switch right here and use the created bridge to cross over to this little island. Also, another like fun fact that I bet not a lot of people know about: this coin isn't here for no reason. If you step into this corner, there is a TP that will bring you back right here. It's a one-way TP, it doesn't work the other way around. But it's just if you, for some reason, want to go collect that single coin over there and go back, you can do that. And we have officially reached 100 stars. We are 5/6 of the way there. Only 20 stars remaining, three of which are in tiny huge islands still. So let's just get right on with, that's a ground pound, not a long jump. Let's just get right on with star number 5, which is Wiggler's red coins and 100 coins. Also a big reason why I don't enjoy this level. The 100 coin mission in this one is just so unbearably difficult. Or not difficult, but it's annoying. You have to go into the small island first, and by the way, another little tip for you guys. The way I've been getting up there all the time is by triple jumping over there, but what you can actually do as well is just side flip side flip right here, and Mario will somehow ledge grab through the wall and TP up. I don't know how this works, but it works. And it's convenient. Definitely kill... are you fucking kidding me? Can I wall kick back up there? I bet I can. If I have a little bit more momentum, wait. Oh, I mean, okay, that works. That is not in what I wanted to do at all, but you know, it works. Can I kill Koopa the Quick? Yes, and he will drop you 5 coins as well. The standard that I go for before going into the huge world is about 15 coins, 15 to 16, and you should be completely fine. I'm going to collect the 2 coins down there as well, so I have 17, which is totally acceptable to go into the large world. And please always keep in mind that you get a blue coin from ground pounding Goombas. That is a very, very important fact when it comes to Tiny Huge Island. Because collecting 100 coins isn't easy here. It's very, very annoying because you have to, I already said, because you have to switch around between the tiny and the huge one. But you do get a lot of coins from stomping Goombas and getting the blue coins. What you absolutely want to do is jump back down to the very start when you go into the tiny one, because there's 3 Goombas, so 15 coins waiting for you down here. You only need about 74 before going into the Wiggler Cave, so that little entrance that we already saw in the tiny island. You can actually go in there, and what you will find in there is all of the red coins. I find it a little lame that in the later stages of this game, all of the red coins are just always in the same area. Like in Wet Dry World, they're all red coins are in the underwater city, and in Tall Mountain, all of them are like on the mushroom, or half of them on the mushroom and half on the wall where the Monties are. I don't know. I just kind of think that's kind of lame, but it's no big deal. I mean, these are the last couple of worlds, and it won't get any different with the last 2 worlds. The red coins will all be in the same area. But definitely always come up here and collect these 5 coins, because this is where you have to go to enter into the Wiggler Cave. What you have to do now is just maneuver carefully around this bridge and go in there with minimum 74 coins. You can always leave the cave, so if you want to go in there and collect the 8 red coins first, you can absolutely do that. You can always leave again. But I suggest collecting 74 coins and then going in here, because the red coins will give you 16 more, so up to 90. And there is a blue coin switch in this area, in this cave, that will give you an extra 10 coins. One of the other blue coin switches in the game that gives you the least amount of blue coins, but just enough for you to get all of the coins that you need. Don't fall into the abyss. If you fall down here, you're fucking dead, by the way. So please don't fall down. Collect this one up while you're at it and get the last red coin. And you can already hear him above us, the Wiggler. He's gonna have to do with the final star of the level. Where is he? There he is. Big Wiggler. That's his home, and we are invading it, I guess, to get the red coins. But you know, we have to get the stars, so whatever. 102. We have 1 more star left in Tiny Huge Island, and then we are actually already done with area number 3. And it actually has to do with the Wiggler, so let's go. Make Wiggler squirm. I don't know exactly why we're doing this, but we have to break into his home and kill him. I don't know why. But before we can do that, we have to go back up onto the top of the tiny island, and I'm actually going to show you a trick on how to do this very fast. Just do a triple jump right here, and you will get up here. And you have to ground pound on top of here, so you can have the water flood and go away, so you can actually enter into Wiggler's home in the huge version of the island. Because what that did is set free an entrance hole at the very top, but because Mario obviously is too big in the tiny island, we have to swap to the huge island. That's also a discussion that always takes place in the Mario 64 community. What changes size, Mario or the island? And I would have to say Mario, but I'm not sure about it. But we have an entrance here now, and we can jump into Wiggler's home.
Wow, you flooded my house? Why? Look at this mess. What am I gonna do now? The ceiling's ruined, the floor is soaked. What to do? What to do? It makes me so mad. Everything's been going wrong ever since I got this star. It's so shiny, but it makes me feel strange.
Oh, so that's why we're killing him. He has a star that we need. And the way to do it is to jump on his head.
I can't take this anymore. First you get me all wet, then you stomp on me. Now I'm really mad.
And you have to do the entire thing 3 times. Get away from him.
Hey, knock it off. That's the 2nd time you've nailed me. Now you're asking for it, Linguini Breath.
What the fuck is Linguini Breath? Ah! Oh, he didn't get me.
Ouch, uncle, okay, I give. Take this star. I feel better now. I don't really need it anymore anyway. I can see the stars through my ceiling at night. They make me feel peaceful. Please come back and visit anytime.
So he's nice again, but at the same time he's shrinking and... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah! He dead. He falls down into the abyss and dies. But that is the last star of Tiny Huge Island and the last part of area number 3. In the next part, we are going to go into the last area of the game, so we are going to finally wander up these stairs right here into the shiny 50 star door. It's 50 stars, not 70. 70 is the last one. And find out what kind of dangers await us in the last 2 courses of the game. So as always, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I hope you're having a good day, evening, morning, night, or wherever you might be. And until next time, bye-bye.